Hi friends, welcome back to Global Hub TV. The United Nations has warned the President Muhammadu Buhari regime to put a halt to forced evictions in Nigeria. The warning was given by Leilani Faha, United Nations Special Rapporteur on the right to adequate housing, following her 10-day visit to the country. She noted that highly placed and influential citizens were ejecting Nigerians from their homes at the expense of the poor citizens, and that has to do with the landlord and their tenants. She also said informal settlements were ballooning and conditions in them were inhumane. Of course, if you go to Lagos and some part of Nigeria, you see some very shanty dwellings. Some people are even living on the bank of the canal. She said successive governments have allowed economic inequality in Nigeria to reach extreme levels, a fact that is clearly evident in the housing sector. She said, meanwhile, newly built luxury dwellings are springing up throughout cities, made possible often through the forced eviction of poor communities. If you could recollect back in those days, there were some shanty houses somewhere in an area called Maroko, and the government pushed the people out of that place, and they decided to build luxury houses there without the government finding any proper. Although they said they built some places for them and they relocated them to somewhere in Surulere, but I don't think all of them were able to. But then it is not all the people that were in Morocco or the people that are right now in another shanty area that I just mentioned, and that is the one close to the canal in Lagos State. There, most of them are not Nigerians anyway. I think they are from Togo, Benin Republic, Ghana, and some of them are there. So probably the government is not ready to resettle those people. But then I think what the government needs to do is to build affordable housing so that even foreigners or people that are still part of the West African agreement movement can also stay. As you know, we belong to ECOWAS. That's Nigeria, Ghana, Benin Republic, and Gambia, and some of them, they belong to ECOWAS. So that means that you can live in any of these places without getting a visa or any resident permit. So the government should begin to build houses that are affordable for citizens. Highlighting the fact that 7 in 10 Nigerians in towns and cities now live in informal settlements, the special rapporteur said that most remain without access to running water and toilets, and that they are in constant fear of being turned out of their homes. If you're just joining, you kindly take a moment to tap on that subscription button if you have not done so, and also the red notification icon bell. The reason is because you will be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Among our other findings, which are to be presented in full to the Human Rights Council in March 2020, Mrs. Faha noted widespread discrimination of vulnerable minorities by landlords. People with HIV and AIDS and members of the LGBT community were particularly at risk of eviction. As you know, in Nigeria, LGBT, and of course in 99% of African countries, LGBT is not permitted, unlike how it is accepted in majority of European or Western countries. Ms. Farr insisted in an appeal to the authorities to address the problem. In addition, persons with disabilities are often held in punitive detention centers against their will in a very deplorable condition. So, guys, what's your take about this? Are you part of this community that left Morocco? Have you seen homeless people all around? Yes, there are homeless people in Nigeria. Some sleep under the bridge. Some build shanty structures, wooden structures, and you see them all littered around the canal area, in Lagos, everywhere. That's what you find, and many of them may not be from Lagos State, but somehow they probably were born in Lagos or they migrated to Lagos State and they have created a life for themselves there, and it is very impossible for them to return back to their state. As you find out that most of these states are kind of empty when you go to most of the states in Nigeria, apart from the very populous states like Lagos State, and maybe some other states anyway, you will find out that many of the states are empty. So I think my own suggestion, if you have a suggestion, let us know in the comment section below. I think my own suggestion here is that each state should find a way of providing infrastructure and enabling environment, and of course businesses, so that their people can remain in their state rather than them moving to the to states that have found a way of improving on their lives, on their lifestyle, and rather than them flocking to states that have improved on their own economic businesses. And of course, the problem you have most of the time is that you'll find a lot of people trooping down to that place, and it will create overpopulation in that part of the state. So let us know in the comment section below. And while that, may I remind you to kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red notification icon bell below, so that you'll be notified whenever new videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.